everybody and welcome to your PE lesson today. So it's a little bit different to your normal PE lessons. I'm probably on your screen. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of gymnastics. So we need to think about getting nice and warm first, just like we do in our normal PE lessons. We need to make sure our heart is beating and getting the blood around our body and getting our muscles nice and warm and ready for what we're going to do today. I know that some of you might not have much space, so this is where the lesson is a little bit different too. You're just going to be using a tiny bit of space today, so you won't have to move very far. But we still need to make sure that we're really warm and we're ready to go. Are you ready? The first thing I'd like you to do is just jog on the spot. So we're going to move our feet up and down and our knees nice and high. You can use your arms too if you want to. Let's just get moving on the spot. Oh, I can already feel my blood pumping a bit faster, my heart pumping even, getting all that blood around my body, ready to get active and get our gymnastics lesson underway. So nice, keep jogging. So we're going to do 10 more counts of this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. So now we've got ourselves a little bit warmer. We're going to do a slightly different exercise and we're just going to practice jumping. Now this will come into our lesson today. So practice jumping. If you can't do it quite as fast as me, just go up and down and up and down. And that's fine. Just get your feet off the ground. Use your arms if you want to. Get nice and warm. And again, for 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good work. Okay, we should be feeling a little bit warmer. Our faces might feel a bit hotter. Okay, now we need to stretch out a little bit. So make sure that we're nice and loose, ready for our gymnastics lesson. The first thing I want you to do is put your hands up really high above your head and see if you can grab the sun. Stretch up as high as you can. So we're stretching all our tummy muscles, all of our leg muscles. Really good work. Okay, good stuff. Then we're just going to bring our arms to the side and we can do little circles. There we go. Lovely. Oh, this starts to ache your arms after a little bit as well. Really good for you. So you just big circles now. Big circles forward. Good work. And some big circles backwards. Excellent. Now I think we need to warm up our hips. So you can put your hands on your hips and you push towards me. You're going to push to the side, push back, push to the other side. And now you can do it quicker. Good work. So, warming our hips up, ready to rock and roll. Keep your balance. Excellent. Right, if we're working down our body, what might we need to warm up next? Our legs, absolutely. So, now this is quite tricky. So what you're going to do is you're going to kneel down and you're just going to sit on your legs. And you're going to put your hands behind you and lean back. So if I come round, so you can see me from this side as well. So I'm going to sit on my heels, which all of you are really good at, and lean back. So we're stretching the top of our legs. Good work. Oh, good stretch. Okay. Then we're going to stand up. And our last thing to stretch is our ankles. Now this is important because we're going to be doing some jumping today. So what I want you to try and do is just put your toe up and you're just going to roll your ankles like this. So you're going to go round one way and switch. You're going to go the other way on the same leg. Oh yes. And then the other one, other foot, other ankle even, that's what we're warming up. You go round one way and then switch and go round the other way. Well done. And last thing, you're going to try and stand on one leg. And you go forward, so pointy toes really straight and back up. Pointy toes really straight and back up. Oh, have you still got your balance? Don't worry if you need to put your foot down, and then go again. So pointy toes and up, and pointy toes and up. Now what do we need to do? Yeah, the other leg. So get our balance. Pointy toes, up, pointy toes. Oh, Miss Clark's back's going, so I'm stop, and then go again. Pointy toes, and up, pointy toes, up. So we're still warming up our foot and our ankle. Woo! Good stuff. So now we've stretched it out, we've warmed ourselves up, and you should be feeling ready to go. The first thing I want you to do while I'm talking at the moment, so you can watch me, is either stand like a gymnast. So when we stand like a gymnast, we use all of our muscles and we stand really, really tall, because gymnasts look really pretty and they always make sure that all their muscles are being used. Or if you're on the floor and you want to listen to me, you're going to put your feet out in front of you and put your hands on your knees, and that is okay too. But what we need to think about is we are gymnasts today, so we need to look really, really pretty all the time. So everything needs to be working well, our muscles are being used. So what we're going to think about first today is, what is jumping? What are we going to do when we jump? And how could we use jumping to move? In gymnastics, we do something called travel. I mean, you do travelling in your car as well, getting to school and back sometimes. So we're going to stand up, and there's lots of different types of travel. Now, what's slightly different about this one is we're not going to move anywhere, so we're not really going to travel. But you could just travel if you've got space around your little space. And if you've got lots of space, you can travel as much as you want. So the different types of travel, we have running. So I want you to all run as fast as you can, on the spot. Ready? Go! Run, 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 run. And if you have space, you can run around. Because obviously we're trying to travel, which means moving from one place to another. Okay? So that's travelling, so we're running. And if you don't have the space, just go on here and we'll pretend. We're going to use our imagination. We'll pretend we're going from one place to another. So imagine you're in the hall with me and you're running around everywhere as fast as you can. So that's one type of travel. So one type of how you get from one place to another. Another thing you could do is hop. Should we hop? So you can hop. Hopping's really tricky though. So if you can't hop very well, just stand on one foot and just try and hop for a little bit on one foot in one place. Have a go. Try hopping. Again, if you want to imagine you're in the hall with me, and you go from one place to another because we're travelling. And how about the other leg? Can you do it on the other leg? It's really hard to balance with hopping. Good stuff. Well done. Now we have rolling. I love rolling. So what you could do when you roll is we could do a pencil roll. So we could lie down and you could literally roll over, and if you don't have much space, just roll back over. And you're still going from one place to another. You're just not going very far. There are lots of ways to travel. We've got skipping. We love skipping, don't we? That's fun. We have walking. Then we have jumping. Okay? Who can tell me what a jump is? Does anybody know what a jump is? Have a think. What's a jump? Okay? So jumping is where you go off 2 feet and land on both feet again. So if I jump, I'm going to come up and then down, And that is a jump. So the first thing I want you to do is just practice jumping up and down. Are you ready? We're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. When you come down, you need to make sure you're pushing through your heels. You've got to imagine you're squashing something underneath you. Imagine, this is really messy, but imagine there's a big thing of Play-Doh underneath you, and you want to make your footprints really big in that Play-Doh, so you're going to really push through. And when you land, you're going to bend your knees a little bit, so you're going to push through as hard as you can and really put your footprint in the Play-Doh. Ready? Up, push through, keep going, jump, jump. Good stuff. Remember to bend your knees a little bit. And really imagine that Play-Doh coming through your toes, and you're pushing through your heels. You're going to make a big, big print. Bend your knees. Good. That was really good. When we jump as well, it's quite important to stay balanced. So we need to try and think about having our feet shoulder width apart. So just a little bit apart. So we don't want to jump like this. Well, you could try it, but it wouldn't be very good at getting from one place to another because you wouldn't be very balanced. So keep your feet apart. Now, your next challenge is to see how high you can jump. What might we use to help us get higher? What do you think? Our arms. So our arms, because our arms give us something called power. So as we go up this time, we're going to bend our knees, bring our arms back, and then swing them up. And imagine you're trying to grab the sun out of the sky, okay? So you ready? How high can you go? If you've got a brother or sister, or your mum or dad, try and get them to do it against you and see if you can go higher. So ready? Are we ready? So imagine you're a pogo stick. You're wound up, ready to go. Blast off in 3, 2, 1. Up as high as you can. Did you go nice and high? Good stuff. So we're going to go again. Are you ready? You're a rocket. You're about to shoot into space and grab the sun. Bend your knees a little bit. Get ready to go. Push your heels through the ground. Ready? Are you ready? Get those fingers going. 3, 2, 1. Up as high as you can. Good stuff. We're going to try that one more time. How high can you go? So, this is the big one. This is going to be your highest jump yet. You're going to grab that sun from the sky and you're going to pull it back down so we have lovely weather for the rest of the week. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Are you ready? Use your imagination. Right. Hands by your side. We're going to pull them back as we come up and reach up as we jump. Bend your knees. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Did you get the sun? How did you get on? Did you go really high? Well done. So that's one thing we do with jumping. We try and go as high as we can. And there's actually events, so activities in the Olympics like high jump, which is what you do, is you try and go over a big pole. You might have seen it. And you try and jump as high as you can and get over the pole. So that is a type of sport, high jump. Now, the next one we're going to do is we're going to see if we can jump from side to side. So I want you to imagine there's a line right by your foot. And you're going to see if you can jump over that line every time. Okay? Now, if you really want to challenge yourself, you could get a tea towel. You could put your tea towel down and that would make a line. Or you could get a pen. Or you could get a cushion if it wasn't too big. You could even get your jumper or a pair of socks, something to make that barrier, to make that line. And you're just going to practice jumping over. And if you find your balance is a bit off, make sure you bend your knees when you land, which you should be doing anyway. So you're going to bend your knees when you land, and you put your hands out, okay? And that's what gymnasts do because it balances them. So you're gonna come over, put your hands out. Over, put your hands out. Oh, I almost went off my mat then. And you're gonna do that 10 times. Should we do it together? Okay, are you ready? Sorry, if you want to go grab something to put down, I'll give you 5 seconds now to grab something to put down, anything this close. Otherwise, you'll just use your imagination. Imagine there's a line down the middle. Ready? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you got something to jump over? Right, 10 times then. Are you ready? Bend your knees when you land. You can use your arms to get a bit more height, so you can go a bit higher. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Well done. How was that? Who was a bit wobbly when they landed at times? Sometimes I'm like that. If you think you're a bit wobbly, push your feet through the ground again. So like we talked about the Play-Doh, when you jump up and you come down, bend your knees, push your feet through the ground and put your hands in front of you. We're actually going to do that one more time, but this time you're going to count 10 and you're going to see how fast you can do it. Okay? So it's not about me, it's about you. Who can count to 10? Everyone counts to 10. If you can't, which I'm sure you all can, get someone to count for you. So you're going to go as fast as you can. So do you want to watch me do 3? Where I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, this time we're going to do 10 as fast as you can. Are you ready? Are you steady? Well, Miss Clark's not ready, she? Her feet aren't. Are you ready? Are you steady? Go! 2, 3. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. I'm sure you're doing amazing. Keep going till you've got 10. Well done, amazing. So that was a bit trickier, but it's really good for us. It makes our heart beat faster. It makes us move a little bit differently, and it really works on our jumping. Now, something we might do in the next few weeks is something called shapes. Now, shapes are things like our star, we've got our straddle, we've got pike, we've got tuck, we've got lots of different shapes. We're not going to worry about those so much today apart from one of them, because one of them, or 2 of them actually, we've already done one technically, we can use in our jumping. What might we use in our jumping? So out of the ones I've just said, what might you add jump to the end of? In fact, you could add jump onto the end of quite a few of them, but today we're going to be looking at the star jump. How exciting. So what is a star jump? Have a go at a star jump now and see if you can work out what star jump is. So give me 3 star jumps, everyone. 3 star jumps. Good work, well done. So a star jump, we start with our feet closer together. So we're going to forget about our arms at the moment. We're just going to look at our feet. And when we come out, we're just going to put them wider, okay? So that is the bottom of our star. So we're going to come in, and we can come out. Now what we want to get a little bit of is height. So for now, we're just going to come out and stop, and in and stop. So we're going to do that together 10 times. Ready? Are you ready? So start with your feet closer together. Not really, really, really close together. Still about shoulder width apart, and you're going to come really wide. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. This is the tricky bit. It's moving our arms at the same time as our legs. And that's what makes our star. So, you start with your hands by your side. And we're in a nice straight position. All our muscles are being used. And you're going to come out. And that's going to be your star. Wow, well done. And then you come back in. Okay, so we're going to do 10 star jumps. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Well done. We're going to do 10 more, but what I want you to think about this time, if you can make it a bit harder for yourself, is can you get nice and high with your star? So every time you come up, so I'm going to give you a little bit more between each one. We're going to go 1, because this time my feet come back together, because I've gone so high, and that's what we're planning on doing. So I want you to come out really high, come back in. So are you ready? 10 star jumps, but try and get those feet nice and high off the ground. Remember, when we land, bend your knees. Who's ready to go? So we were catching the sun before, now we're catching some stars. So reach nice and high, catch those stars. Are you ready? 10 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Did you catch the stars? Well done. Now, should we sit like gymnasts? I want you to put your feet in front of you, hands on your legs. Who can feel again their heart beating nice and fast? You did really well today, everybody, and it's really tricky only seeing me on the screen, but I'm sure you all were brilliant, okay? I hope you keep logging in and trying our exercise, because it's really, really important that you stay healthy by moving, okay? So keep logging on, keep looking at our Wake and Shake, keep doing your PE lessons, and there'll be some exciting stuff for you each week. Have a lovely day and a lovely week. Bye.